Welcome to Business and Burgers Sliders, bite-sized pieces of great business advice. Kolby K struggled with his business until he leveraged social media to turn things around. Kolby grew his presence from 0 to over 1 million followers in under 12 months, and now hosts the upcoming Meltdown in the Desert 2, a must-attend event that gathers the top social media influencers and entrepreneurs from around the country so attendees can learn how to build and monetize their own online presence.
Kolby, awesome to see you, brother.
So
Thanks
great
for
to see you
joining
guys.
us. And
Oh,
this is my
man.
friend Alan Taylor.
Meltdown in the Desert 2
Do
coming up,
part
right?
two.
We're gonna
Yes,
be there.
man.
Part
I'm
two.
so excited to have you guys there.
You have had tremendous success and impact leveraging social media and social networks to get out a message.
Yes.
How do you do that?
So about a year and a half ago, if you didn't do business with me, you had no idea who I was and what I did, right? I leveraged social media just like most people do. It was bunnies and rainbows and kittens and pictures of my kids. And what I realized was the more real and relevant I was about my message, the more I started to connect. I took my account off private and I sat down and I did a series of videos when I was on my way to London where I shared business experience about what I was doing in the entrepreneur space. I kept each one under 3 minutes and I did 7 in a row. And in that small impact, I had about 10,000 views over 7 videos. And I haven't stopped.
Did you share them with people?
No.
So this
No.
is all off like your
It was
personal
all organic.
page?
It was on my personal page.
What social network?
On Facebook. So what I did was I leveraged that and I continued. I've got it's an equation. It's quality content plus consistency equals value. So I just picked up my phone and started recording. It was really an interesting journey for me because the stuff I started to share was what I was doing with business and helping other businesses, taking an idea, creating a nonprofit, doing the first Meltdown, and I just continued to share the journey. So everything I did was around sharing aspects of what I was doing, from taking ideas and driving revenue and helping clients do that, and just shared it. I was being myself. There was no BS filter. There was no, here's my kids, here's my vacation. It was every day, you're gonna get me 100%. I'm gonna swear, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna lose money. Almost got divorced, almost lost my house because we pushed all the chips in on a health and wellness program. And a company that I started that was, I still to this day, we went all in on stress and like what stress is in America, and I pushed all the chips in. I spent 2 years building a supplement and I documented the entire thing. When the company went live, we sold $200,000 in like less than 2 days because people followed the journey of what I was doing, from getting blood tests to building a company to launching a product. They believed me.
Most people
And
after
this guy's a corporate guy.
Right? Well, I learned in time. It was a great experience for me.
But you were a corporate guy. That
Yeah,
was
15 years,
completely
man.
180 degrees from what they
Yes.
taught you.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
Nice.
Certainly.
Thank you. So
Oh, wait
what
a
do we
minute.
have here?
What is this?
So this is the silk road spicy shrimp. So it's a lightly breaded style shrimp, and we do this with a pepper emulsion as well as a sweet chili reduction.
Can you get me a hamburger bun?
Certainly, absolutely.
Thank you.
Right away.
Thanks very
Awesome.
much.
Thank you.
We're used to eating hamburgers.
I know this is too classy with the hamburger.
I don't know what to do with it, actually.
Send this back. We want burgers. Put this on a burger bun, please.
Well,
cigar.
look here.
Oh, let's roll. Let's roll.
So here's the question I have: is most people, after they film that first video for Facebook or wherever, whatever network, they're out of ideas. It's like, oh man, what do I do next? What do you do next? Where did the ideas?
When I started, I wrote a list of everything I thought. I wrote topics that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
But here's the thing: is you don't script it. So having a reference point, if you're just getting into it, if that's the question, if I rewind it and unpack it, it's how would I get started leveraging video to tell a story. Is write a list of things that you're really passionate about, that you love, that you have experience talking about, and then just hit record. Don't filter it, don't edit it, don't do more than one take, you just do it. And then hit send and go. So for me, it started with topics. Now I don't do that. Now it's literally on the fly. We're doing a whole series around just my journey here. So the things I talk about are relevant to where I am in my life and my business. But if you're just getting started, make a list of the things you love and just go.
When you first hit send the first time and you thought, oh my God, everybody's going to think I'm crazy.
Yes.
What was your reaction when they didn't think you were crazy?
When I write or when I do something or when I'm filming, I'm not thinking about if I say this or if I do this to pontificate some kind of character. This is who I am. You know, for 15 years, I'm tattooed head to toe and I wore a suit and a tie and I was very comfortable and learned a ton. But then when I took that off and I wore t-shirts and I swear once in a while, I'm a colorful dude, I'm super passionate, I love to do a lot of things. I don't have to hide that. I can be my real self. So for me, I did it. and you're always nervous. Like the first thing is like your gut, it's getting butterflies. Like if you're speaking, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna get accepted? And then it was like, okay, I'm gonna do the next one. And then I'm gonna do the next one.
I want you to talk to somebody for me.
Yeah.
I know it's talking to a lot of people who have the same experience, but I had somebody hit me up in social media recently, and this woman told me that she decided that she wanted to change, she wanted to get healthy.
Okay.
And so she took a before picture and was going to take an after picture.
Yes.
And she wanted to challenge herself by doing that and putting that out online.
Yeah.
And she told me that there were 3 or 4 people that made such negative comments that she took it down, and she told me she wanted to get off social media entirely.
Wow.
And I was I was like, I mean, I feel like if you're going to be good or great or just do anything different than the everybody else, you've got to be open to having some people say some tough stuff.
You know what I love is I'm going to run a marathon at the beginning of the year. Well, how many days a week do you run? I don't. I'm going to run 5 days a week. You don't run it all today.
Yeah.
How about you run 1 day a week? Let's start like getting you out of the house. Maybe you walk around the block. What is she going to do in the other senses of adversity when it comes to diet and discipline around working out if she folds under the pressure of what social media says? Yeah. Right? So what she needs to do is use that as a kicker, repost that picture and say, in the face of adversity, I will not fold because this is just the beginning.
So
And if
you
she's,
really
serious,
gotta
if
step
she's serious
out,
about
yeah.
it, if she's serious about it, she'll do it.
You gotta
Yeah.
step up.
Otherwise, she's not serious about it. Take the picture down and don't do it.
All right, I'm serious about the hat. Let me try it. Okay, first of all.
You know, I looked years for this hat.
just wanna
I looked
see what it looks like
years.
on it.
Yes! Yes!
You like that? You like that?
I don't know if I can
here's-
eat that because I
here's
got
the-
no hamburger
No,
bun.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take
I
the
know.
hat.
I'm gonna
I'm going
comb
to
the
dig
hair
in.
now.
Guys, why don't y'all dig
Yes.
in? Colby, it's
Colby,
awesome to
I
have you
can't
on
wait.
today.
Yep.
Meltdown Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the
Give us the dates.
June 24th, 25th in Phoenix, Arizona. We've got 9 people speaking that collectively have over 600 million impressions on social media. The goal and the objective of this whole thing is being able to take social media influencers and entrepreneurs and put them together with real people, not corporate people talking about social media, real people that have an influence. And it's everything from fitness pros to wellness professionals to entrepreneurs to technology companies. We'll have 500 people there. This year, I added a special component, which is the podcast lounge. We didn't have that last
We're
year.
going to be there. We're going to be bringing burgers.
I can't wait to have you guys as a cornerstone of the podcast lounge and the heat you guys are going to bring to the desert.
We're bringing the heat, baby.
I'm
We're
pumped.
bringing the heat.
I'm pumped to have you there.
Thank you very much, man.
Colby,
You're the
good to
best.
see you, man. Take care.